Hello, my name is Andre Alvin Moore, Master Numerologist, and I would like to send my condolences and sympathies to the Murphy family. And today, I would like to talk about Charlie Murphy's exit points. An exit point is the day, month, year, and age that a soul leaves the body. Sometimes exit points are referred to as transitional numbers. Now, Charles Quentin Charlie Murphy made his transition on April the 12th, 2017, and his exit points numbers are 4, 1, 8, 3. His first subcore number is 4 because April is the 4th month, and so therefore his first exit point would be the number 4. Now, the number 4 rules the earth plane. Souls who exit on the floor are grounded with both feet on the ground. A practical person who has a strong will and self-determination. Somewhat on the serious side and can do heavy lifting if need be. Now, his second subchord number is 3, but it is composed of two sub-elements, numbers 1 and 2. These two sub-elements allow the subcore of the number 3 to work to find balance between the need to take charge, that would be number 1, and the ability to relax and follow directions of others and to seek balance and harmony, that would be number 2. Now, the second subcore number 3 rules the stage, and Mr. Charlie Murphy found fame and success as an actor, writer, and comedian. He was known as a great storyteller. Okay. Now, his third subcore, which is the number 1, contains 3 sub-elements, the numbers 2, 1, and 7. In numerology, we disregard the digit 0. Now, the first and second sub-elements, numbers 2 and 1, are the reversal of the day that he left on, number 12. So, being able to know when to be strong and when to yield was a major lesson for Mr. Charlie Murphy. The 412217 is the number pattern of his first subchord, which is the number 4, and his sub-elements, which are the 1, the 2, 2, 1, 7, of his exit numbers when laid out horizontally. Now, under observation, the number 2 and the number 1 repeats twice. When these two ones are added together, you get the number 4, the number of strength and practicality. When the two ones are added together, they blend into the soft 2. The numbers 2 and 6 sits in opposition in their power and vibration. The challenge is learning to be strong and when to relax and let it be. The third sub-element, number 7, is a monk. Deep down in his inner core, Mr. Charlie Murphy had a very strong faith line, almost mystic-like. He practiced karate, which is a spiritual discipline. Now, adding the month of April, which carries a 4 vibration, to the day he left, the 12th, to the year of his departure, 2017, you get the compound number of 2033, reduced down to its core essence, number 8, the number of success and wealth. Mr. Charlie Murphy attained wealth, fame, and success. Now, Mr. Charlie Murphy left his body at age 57. The first sub-age number 5 rules travel and the enjoyment of the sweet fruits of life. The second sub-age number 7 is withdrawn, with eyes gazed upon the Heavenly Father within. When added together, 5 plus 7 equals 12, reduced down to the number 3, the number of the voice. Now, this is the third time that the 1-2 combination has been revealed. The first time was the day of Mr. Charlie Murphy's departure, the 12th, the 1-2 combination. The second time is seen in the year of his departure, 2017. The first two sub-elements of the 2 and the 1 is the reversal of the 1 and 2. So this repeated combination offers insights about his temperament, challenges, and character. Mr. Charlie Murphy was gifted with a voice to spin a tale. He was very pragmatic and down to earth. He enjoyed the pleasurable things that life offered, but yet never took his eyes off God. In my opinion, his greatest challenge was learning how to balance his desire to take charge and when to relax and let others take the reins. He was blessed to achieve wealth, fame, and success, and being in the company of the high and the mighty and your average man, yet at the same time, he never lost his own footing. He kept it real. A deeply spiritual man who I believe was a very advanced spiritual soul. The number 7 denotes a person who has incarnated with a keen sense of spiritual awareness. Mr. Charlie Murphy was surrounded by 7s. He was born in the 7th month, which is July. He carried a 7 birth destiny. He left his body at age 57 in the year 2017. So, I'm going to show you visually Mr. Charlie Murphy's number patterns so that you can get, well, I'm hoping that you get a greater grasp and understanding of this particular reading about exit points. The first chart that I'm going to reveal to you is Charlie Murphy's exit points. Take a good look. Now, there are different patterns that a numerologist can lay out numbers so that we can determine what's going on there. There's different type of patterns. This first pattern right here is strictly his exit points. The 4, the 12, and the 2017. Okay, this 4 energy is a subcore and it's pure because it does not have any sub-elements. And this is the energy of groundation. This is the energy that indicates an individual of practicality, someone that has their feet planted on solid ground. This number here is a compound number. The 1 and the 2 are sub-elements. So therefore, they're like pieces of the puzzle that come together to create the second subcore, which is the number 3, the number of the voice. But the 3 energy is modified by the 1 and the 2. The 1 energy is a very intense energy, a very focused energy, and is ruled by the sun. The number 2 energy sits in opposition to the 1 energy, and so therefore there would be a tug there, a push. When do I take charge and when do I release? To me, that was the major challenge, because I'm going to show you how this 1-2 combination repeats again and again and again. But the subcore, the second subcore is the 3, and the 3 vibrational energy deals with the voice. Communication. Now, the third subcore has 4 digits, but we disregard the digit 0, and so therefore we have the 2 and the 1 and the 7 sub-elements. Now, as you can see, we have another 2-1 pattern, but this time it's reversal of the 1-2. It's the 2-1, but it's still the dynamic. And then we have the 7 energy. The 7 energy rules the psychic world, okay, the spiritual plane. When you combine those sub-elements, you're going to get the compound number 10, and you break it down to the very third sub-core, which is the number 1. So his 3 sub-cores are the 4, the 3, and the 1. This 3 is modified by the 1 and the 2. This 1 is modified by the 2, the 1, and the 7. Now, these numbers here is what you call hidden energy. Energy that sits between energy that you see. So here, the 4 and the 3 comes together to make this 7. Okay, it's hidden, but nevertheless, it offers valuable information about the temperament and the personality of the individual. Okay, now this 4 comes from adding these 2 subcores together. The 3 and the 1 drops down to make that 4 energy. Okay, now this 7 and this 4 drops down to make an 11, and an 11 is a highly evolved spiritual soul. If an individual cannot live up to the potentiality of the highest level, they drop down to the second level, which is the level of softness. And as you can see, this 2 energy is building a very strong pattern. You see it here, here, and now you see it again here. Now, what's interesting is that I'm an intuitive numerologist, so I was led to, well, before I talk about that, let's take a look at our final number. You take the vibration of the first subcore, which is 4, and the vibration of the third subcore, which is the 1. You add those 2 numbers together, and that drops down to make your 5. But interesting, when I come here, when I add the 5 and the 2 together, I create another 7 energy, which reveals the age of his transition. So just right here in this energy field, you have a 7 here, here, and here, and 3 times 7 is 21, and this brings us back to the storyteller of 3. Now, this is another way you can lay out the exit points. Just go straight across. So we got the 4, the 1, the 2, the 2, the 1, and the 7. Now, as you can see, once again, the 1-2 pattern, the 2-1 pattern, but now you guys seeing these double 2s. Okay, these double 2s is going to make a 4 energy. That I did not illustrate it, but 2 and 2 is 4, and these 2 1s energies is going to come back to make another 2 energy. I did not illustrate that, but you can see it. Those 2 4s come together to make his 8 energy. His 8 energy is his main core essence. This is the proper way you set up numbers. You take the year of the departure, then the day, and then the month, and you get 2033. This 33 energy is a master number. It also indicates a very highly evolved individual. Okay, so you see a master number here in 33, and you see a master number over here, which is 11, and then you see all these 7 vibrations as well. All of that information lets me know that Charlie Murphy was a highly evolved spiritual being. Now, quickly, as you can see the 7 of his age, but you see that 5-7 pattern come back to make that 12. So once again, you see the 12 here. You see the combination of 1, 2 here, and you see it again 2, 1 there. Now, quickly, let me show you his birth cycles. The birth cycles is in opposition. Well, not opposition. The birth cycles are indicators the potentiality of when a soul comes into the body. The exit numbers shows you how the person actually lived, what the individual was able to actually accomplish in life. The birth cycle shows me the potentiality. There is no guarantee that you're going to live up to your potentiality. But just very quickly, you can see the 7 led. See that? And there's that 12 again, right? So the 7 drops down because it's pure, because there's no sub elements there. The 12 energy, I already spoke on that. It drops down to make you 3 energy. And then your 1959 drops down to make you 24, which makes you 6 energy. So this 736 is 3 birth cycles. But when I line it up this way, horizontally, you can see the 1959 and the 12 and the 7. 1978, there's that 7 again, which breaks down to a 2, 5, 7. His destiny was a 7. Charlie Murphy came here to be grounded in a very strong understanding of spirituality. He left on an 8. Usually the 8 and the 7 sits in opposition to one another, because the 8 vibrational energy is an energy of fame, an energy of wealth, an energy of success, and the 7 vibrational energy is an energy of contemplation, meditation. I feel as though he was balanced. I felt that even though he was in the world, he was not of the world. Even though God has blessed him with wealth, fame, success, blessed him with the opportunity to be around individuals that is blessed with wealth, fame, and success, and for him to be able to be around just your around the way kind of people, your average, man and woman, he was always grounded and sure-footed, because he was being anchored by a higher calling, a spiritual calling. So that is my analysis of Mr. Charlie Murphy's exit points. And rest in peace, my brother. And thank you for all the stories that you shared with us. Peace.